the animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night.
What's up, everybody? My name is Eggberry, and welcome back to another Fortnite video. Thank you guys, as always, for stopping in. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's just get right into the video. As you can see here, I used that grappler to get a little bit closer into the city, and I just happened to land right on top of somebody, and I was able to take him out really easily with my pistol right there, and we got an emote on him, of course. A little bit later along in that same game, and I see somebody down in front of me over here. I still have my grappler, which I'm going to wait a little bit to use. I was trying to find the best spot to actually launch me forward, but it ended up putting me in a really weird position. But I still ended up making my way over to them, and once again I was able to take them out with no problems whatsoever and emote on them as well. So once again, later along in that same game, I see somebody off to my right over here with the footsteps. As you can tell, they have gotten into a car just now to try and escape from me, but it didn't end up working out too well for them because I was able to blow it up pretty easily right there. They're still trying to run away, but I used this wraith or crow form, whatever you want to call it, and I'm able to take them out right after with the crows. And I'm just going to heal up over here while I can for a little bit. I'm pretty sure there's somebody down out on the hill in front of me, which I'm gonna make my way back towards because it's just this one person left. And I'm pretty sure it's a bot. I'm pretty sure I did this on purpose. I went to the real person first and then left the bot for last because it was just gonna be an easy dub. Let's freaking go, baby. Of course, we got an emote on both of them since that was so freaking easy, no problems. So this clip isn't anything too crazy, but this is one of my first times actually using the Kamehameha, and there was just somebody out in front of with this car over here. I'm not sure what they were doing, just standing outside of the car, but I was able to take them out really easily with the Kamehameha. It's super overpowered if you can hit it, and it's great. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I was finally able to locate and obtain the freaking Superman powers to where it turns you into Superman. As you can see here, somebody tried to pull up right as I was getting it, but too bad for them. They were just a little too late for the party. And look at this shit. It's actually so freaking cool, but like I said, this was my first time ever getting it, so I really had no idea what I was doing or how to use like any of the powers, which you'll see me kind of fumble around with it for a little bit. But I just thought it was super cool that they actually added this to the game because of the movie that came out not too long ago. But anyways, I saw this person down here trying to use the Kamehameha. I make my way down to them and their car over here, and I'm able to take them out of the car right there, as you're able to see. I didn't end up killing them right there, but I'm going to make my way down towards this person and take them out with that landing punch right there. And now there's this person down here trying to escape, getting into the tunnel to where I couldn't really hit them. But there's also this person out in front of me over here. I'm not really sure how I hit that bridge right there, but I'm going to try and focus on this person up over here on this hill. Able to do a little bit of damage to him right there, and still trying to get him. I launched myself up into the air here. There's that person down in the crevice there, as you can see, but this person over behind me was doing a bunch of damage to me, so I decided to turn around and try and get them instead. They're trying to escape in a car over here. I try and use my laser eyes to get them out of the car, and it does end up blowing up their car right there, as you can see. I pressed the wrong button right there, but I'm going to try and launch myself a little bit forward to see if I can find that person. I'm not sure where they went, so I'm just going to go right past them and speed up this part a little bit till I find somebody else up over on this hill over here. As you can see, there's a couple people fighting over to my right over here, and I'm pretty sure they're bots, but I'll take the dubs, or I'll take the kills anyways, I should say, not the dubs. But able to take out that one person right there. Launch myself forward towards this other person here. I'm not sure how this punch missed in the first place, but it's all right. I'm just able to take them out right here with this laser. There is somebody else that tries to run up on me, and I'm able to launch them back into the air right there, as you can see. And I'm not sure really what happened there. I think they landed on the tree or something right there, because they just fell off the edge of the mountain right there. It's pretty great to see that it just worked out that way. But I tried to emote on him, but I realized that you couldn't actually emote as Superman. But I end up making my way over to this person that has a medallion over here, and I'm going to start laser beaming them from the sky over here, as you can see, and I'm able to take them out, no freaking problems. Alrighty, back into some normal gameplay here. As you can see, there's somebody down out in front of me down this hill a little bit. I'm missing a little bit of those shots right there, but once I lock in, I'm able to do pretty good amount of damage to them. I end up jumping down. They tried to use the Kamehameha real quick, but I just end up taking them out with my Ascended Mist form right there. I do try and emote on them a little bit and then heal up myself, but there's somebody else that tries to run up and third party naturally, just because they're trying to be a little bitch. But anyways, that's besides the point. I am going to use my little rune to heal up while I'm running around here. I was kind of waiting for them to see where they were because I wasn't really 100% certain, but now you can see them pretty easily in that car right there. Not really sure what they were planning on doing right here, but I'm just going to end up on their car with my Spire rifle right here. They didn't really get out of the way either, so they just died right there because of the explosion. Not really sure what the plan was, but I'll take it, you know. I'm going to emote again, but once again, there's somebody else trying to third party, so I'm going to use my grappling hook to get away. I'm going to speed this part up a little bit right here just because it's me healing up, looting these chests, and trying to find more stuff for me to heal up with. And luckily enough for me, I end up finding a med kit and enough shields to get back to completely full health. And now I'm going to launch myself right on top of that person that tried to third party me right there. And I'm going to use my Ascended Mist form. They are going to go into their beast form right there. So I'm going to make my way up this hill while I can to try and get away from them for a little bit. And then once I get enough distance on me, I'm going to actually not going to be able to get away because they ended up just making their way towards me right there. I'm not really sure what they're doing right here. I don't know if they lost me or something, but I'm able to take them out really easily right there. And of course, emote on them. Different game here. As you can see, there is just 5 people left. I only have 1 kill at this point, but that's besides the point. This person is trying to heal up on this car over here, and I'm going to make my way over towards them and try and do some damage to their car with this Ascended Mist form. I am going to speed this part up just a tiny bit right here because I'm just going to heal up with the med kit and then make my way back over to some of the action over here. I thought I was going to be able to catch up to this car, but I see this person off to my left, and I just decided to go for them instead. I'm able to take them out really easily with the Ascended Mist form, and I thought maybe I would just try and recharge with what they had, but they were a little bit lower, so I just ended up emoting on them instead. But this person tries to zoom up on me with their cube, and they end up just running away right there, as you can see. So I'm going to try and chase after him for a little bit with my Ascended Mist form, but it didn't end up working out too well for me. I do a little tiny bit of damage right there, and then I just end up giving up on them because this other person decides to make this way over here instead. So I'm going to focus on them because they don't have the cube or whatever. I'm not really sure what the exact name of that thing is, but it makes you surf on a cube, whatever. I was able to do a pretty good amount of damage to them with my Ascended Mist form right there, but they are able to get away for just a second right there, even though they were up into the whites, so they were getting pretty low, as you can see. I'm also going to heal up myself right here just for a little bit, but this other person tries to run up on me and shoot me while my back is turned, but it doesn't end up working out too well for him because I just fly away right there, as you can see. And now I'm not really sure what's going on with everybody around me, but they're just kind of making this chaotic as all hell. This person is out over to my right, as you'll be seeing. They just kind of run past me. I'm really not sure what they were planning on doing right here, but they eventually turn around, even though it's a little too late for them, and I'm able to take them out. No freaking problems. It is actually the surf cube, so I guess that's literally all it's called. My bad, guys. Didn't mean to make it that complicated, but I'm still looking around for more people. As you can see, there's somebody else with the Ascended Mist form out in front of me, and it looks like this is actually the last person left in the game, so I'm gonna try and get away out of this Kamehameha, and they didn't end up hitting me right there, as you can see. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of damage with the Ascended Mist form again. Gonna switch over to my Spire rifle because I'm a little out of range for the Ascended Mist. Able to do a pretty good amount of damage to them right there, but now that they're back in range, I'm gonna switch over to the Ascended Mist form and take them out right there to get that second freaking dub of the video. Let's freaking go, guys. Emoting on the ass. Easy freaking money, no problems. So this next part I was actually doing for a quest, but I didn't actually realize how powerful the Superman sprites were if you can consistently hit with it. I was just able to melt that person right there. I was emoting a little bit here, as you can see, but somebody decided to ruin it. Alright, later on in that same game, there's just me and a handful of people left. I have 7 kills this time, so now you can't judge me for this one. But there are a few people shooting at me, so I'm going to use my Ascended Mist form to try and get into a better area, but I end up flying right over to somebody else. I do a little bit of damage to them, but they're going to use their base boost to get away from me. And they try to shoot one of their things at me, but there's also somebody behind me, so I'm just like, alright, no, I'm not going to mess with this. I'm going to just make my way over here heal up a little bit while I needed to, and I'm going to speed this part up over here, as you can see, till I get back to somebody else. I'm going to use my Ascended Mist form to try and shoot some crows at them, and I end up doing a pretty good amount of damage to them because they had to reload there, unfortunately for them. And now I'm also a little bit low, so I'm going to try and make my way behind this rock so I can heal up for a little bit and have some more cover. And I'm able to do so, luckily enough for me. There's still some shooting going on out in front of me, as you can see right there, but I'm not really too concerned about that at this moment. I end up going over to that chug jug that I saw over there to swap out with my one that was getting pretty low. I have all legendary stuff now, which is pretty cool. The DMR, the Ascended Mist, and then of course the 2 chug jugs. But there's this person out in this car over here, as you can see. They do end up hitting me right there, but before I can land, I end up switching to the crow form, so I didn't take as much damage right there. I do try and heal up in this bush over here, as you can see, and I do get back up to full health, but I'm just kind of waiting, reloading right now to try and see where everybody's at. I end up using my DMR to take a little bit of damage off of this person over here, but somebody else is deciding to shoot at me over to the right, as you can see. But I just end up looping back around with my Ascended Mist form. Even though somebody decides to try and run up with the Surf Cube, they just end up making their way back to where they were. Not really sure what their plan was over here, but I'm going to end up healing up once again over in this bush. And now there's just one other person left, so I'm going to make my way over to them with this Ascended Mist form, run up on them by surprise, and get that third W. That is going to do it for today's episode, though, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.
The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky.